Hello everybody, welcome to Officers Adda 247 YouTube channel. Specifically, this is a dedicated channel for English medium students, English medium participants, or those banking professionals who want the study material or the video lectures in English medium only. So today's agenda is very clear. That is how we should approach JAIIB May 2025 exam. And specifically, if we talk about the subjects, then which subject we must target initially. Because now you know that in May 2025 tentatively the exam is scheduled, so we must gear up, pull up our socks and just run towards our goal. So session's name, as you know, crack JAIIB May 2025, and particularly the question which I am answering in this session is which subject to target, which paper to target first. Okay, so let's get started. Before that, before going into the details of which subject we must target initially, I would like to remind you that there are certain thumb rules, some you can say important points which you must analyze, which you must obey during your preparation journey. These are the 9 rules to crack JAIIB May 2025 exam. One by one we will see them quickly. Fine, we won't be indulging in too much discussion here. Quickly, I want you to realize that you must believe in yourself, have self-belief. Although time is less, you can say around 3 to 4 months are there in which you will have n number of things, your professional life, personal life, plus preparation. So it will get hectic. But should we leave the preparation? No, not at all. We must not leave the preparation and believe in ourselves that yes, this time we can crack the exam. Start early. If you will start from today only, then your chances will multifold. You can easily crack this exam using the perfect guidance which you require for clearing this particular examination. You must know the exam. You must know the essence of this exam by analyzing PYQs. You must prioritize the subjects. There are 4 subjects. You must prioritize the subjects which you like or you do not like that much. Fine. So basically you must know your strengths and weaknesses and accordingly make a study plan. Along with that, the most important part is making notes. If you skip this part, then definitely at the end of the preparation phase, wherein you will have very less amount of time, revision will get disturbed, and if revision is not in the domain where it is expected to be, then your chances will reduce by a large number to crack this exam. So make notes and do keep on practicing for various components. See, once you are through the reading part, you have attended the classes, then comes the part of your attempting the mock tests, or you can say quizzes, because ultimately when you will enter in the examination hall, you have to clear this exam by attempting the questions. So if you have the same environment with you and you have the same level of questions with you, then they will definitely help in real exam. Also, since time is very limited now, we, as I have already told you, approximately 3 to 4 months effectively, I would say, are there with us. So you must seek professional advice. So these rules, keep these rules in mind whenever you are preparing for JAIIB examination, and just go towards the preparation phase. But keep these 9 rules in your mind, they will help you immensely. Now let's come on to the topic, starting with the information of the subjects. I will try to decipher what is best for what category of people, what kind of banking professional should prefer which subject, and so on. So the examination, the exam cycle tells us that IEIFS is the first examination which will be conducted by IBF. Then we have PPB exam, then AFM, and lastly we will have RBWM. Although let me just give you one disclaimer, all these subjects are very important when we talk about the knowledge part. Fine, the knowledge which you will gain by studying all these topics is immense. Okay, here in the domain of knowledge there is no comparison whatsoever. You will learn new things, interesting things, but our point is to clear this particular examination. Fine, so we must prioritize our preparation. The point which I was making earlier also, that you must do what? You must prioritize. Fine, prioritize, you can prioritize by various means, like your personal favorite. Fine, personal favorite, what you want to do. Second is the advisable thing, what we advise based on the previous year trends. So personally, if you ask many bankers, they will feel most comfortable in RBWM because this talks about the products which they are dealing with, fine, banking products. But what is advisable? What is the advice which I want to give you is, apart from RBWM, just figure out which of these three subjects you know the least. Fine. Start with your weak areas, because now is the time, starting from today till let's say 1 month, you must dedicate your preparation towards the weak areas. If we talk about IEIFS, so here we will have Indian economy along with Indian financial system. Not talk about, it does not talk much about the banking sector. It has certain component of banking sector also, but when we compare this subject with the other three subjects, now you will find that this particular subject talks more about the Indian economy and financial system, out of which one part is the banking sector. But when we talk about principles and practices of banking, it is solely based on the banking laws, the practices to be followed by a bank, the principles which are there specifically mentioned for the banking sector, and what all particular domain is there, particular characteristic is there for each and every product of a bank. Then accounts, we cannot ignore accounts. Fine, altogether you cannot just say that okay, we will skip this subject and at the end of the day we will start revising it. No, you must start accounts from day one only if you are from non-commerce background, because initial glitch will be very high. Initially you will feel very burdensome also with the concepts, but if you learn these basic concepts from day one only, then trust me when I say this, you will love this subject. Fine. Accounting is one of the subject which is highly beneficial when we talk about the credit appraisal process, the whole process. If you want to achieve greater heights in your banking career, then also you must learn each and every basic concept. Apart from that, if we talk about the other financial aspects, if you want to switch from let's say credit to some other vertical also, then again accounting will be there. And multifold, you can say projects, the project appraisal, or you can say the project cost, how you will determine them, that all you will learn from the AFM subject. So highly recommended. If you are a non-commerce background student, then definitely start with AFM, because rest three subjects are more or less theoretical in nature. Here you will find n number of calculation, n number of ratio analysis will be there, n number of formulas will be there. So if you will start with this subject, being a non-commerce background student, then it will become very easy for you to cover the JAIIB examination components as whole. Okay, so this is a basic overview, and if you ask me that which subject I will recommend you to start your preparation with, hands down it will be IE and IFS. Okay, only I would say this thing. It's not a biased opinion, not at all, that I am teaching IEIFS along with more faculty members. Then I am saying that yes, IEIFS you must target. No, we have some reasons for that. In IEIFS, what we have learned from past papers is that the trend, the questions, the level of question, it is ever evolving. So you cannot just skip the IEIFS part and say that in the end, you can say last month around May only, I will pick up the book and start reading and I will grasp all these topics. No, you cannot. Let me be very clear with you guys. So it is considered to be one of the toughest examination. Multiple times, multiple students have vouched for this fact that yes, it is the toughest examination of all. For one, you can say that it has 45 units, but that is not the thing which makes it tough. Fine. This is not the thing which will make it tough. More than 50 units are also in PPB. So it does not really matter that what number of units are there. What makes this exam tough is the level of questions. Level of questions which are being set by IIBF, that particular type of questions will make this exam very, very tough. You have to interpret, you have to read between the lines, you have to read the bulky statements in the examination. So if you do not have the conceptual clarity, which will come with time, okay, you cannot just rote learn all the economic terms, all the financial terms, all the Indian banking system, all the Indian financial system, fine. So you must have a ground of concepts, and that will take time. And if you, trust me, if you give ample amount of time, the time which is required, the relevant time to this subject, then definitely you can easily crack this examination. So it is tough not only because of the previous year trends, it is also tough because of the concepts it caters to. Fine, conceptual clarity if you have, then definitely it will help you. It is ever evolving. The nature of question is ever evolving. In one cycle of exam, you will see that questions are very, very easy. In the next cycle, in immediate next cycle, you will see that the question of are of highly technical nature. Technical in the sense, they will ask you the concepts which are interrelated. Directly they won't ask the term, but you have to interpret and then interrelate and then answer. So all this process of answering a particular question while sitting in the examination hall, it will become very, very difficult. Finally, we have limited time and we have that clock ticking in our head that okay, time is so different, this much amount of time is left, but what about the number of questions which we have attempted? We always want to attempt more than 60% of the minimum 60% of the examination while sitting in the examination hall, because we know that 50% is required to clear one component. So all those things, starting from your level of question, then the concepts which are involved, then the additional pressure of the bulky statements, that will make this exam very, very difficult when we talk in the real sense or real time. 70% of the syllabus is not directly related to banking sector. Fine, we have to accept this fact that when we talk about IE in the IEIFS, when we talk about Indian economy, although it refers to certain things regarding the Indian banking system, but when we compare the type of you can say depth which is being analyzed or which is being described in IEIFS pertaining to banking sector, it is less than the other three components of PPB, AFM and RBWM. There, the banking products, the characteristics of banking industries are being elaborated and in a greater detail they have shared with us. So you will relate lesser being a banking professional with IEIFS as compared to other three components. So 70% of the syllabus is not directly related with day-to-day banking. Next, in-depth conceptual clarity takes time. Fine. The reason why I told you that this is considered as one of the toughest exam, or rather I would say one of the reason why it is considered as one of the toughest examination or toughest component of your JAIIB examination. Updation is required. Now this is very, very interesting if you ask me. See, although with banking industry, we do not have that much link when we talk about IEIFS, but out of the 4 subjects, out of the 4 components of JAIIB exam, if you have to choose one exam which is more or less related with the recent trends of the overall Indian economy, then definitely IEIFS will be the one. And updating your material, updating your study material, integrating your study material with the recent trends takes time. Okay, so if something is taking time, it is highly advisable to start from that particular thing only. And in this case, IEIFS component is one of that particular thing which you must start with. Also, nonetheless, it is always first examination of JAIIB cycle. 1 or 2 times due to various issues, the exam was delayed and it was there with the RBWM in the end. But again, mostly if everything is right, everything is in order, then IIBF takes this exam first. Fine, first exam of JAIIB cycle will be your IEIFS exam. And if you will perform good in this exam, then definitely you will get a boost. Okay, that confidence is what we require being bankers, because once we have the confidence of clearing IEIFS, then the 3 subjects of PPB, AFM and RBWM will make more sense, because already being a banking professional, you know something or the other about those subjects. So your chances of clearing JAIIB examination will increase multi-fold. Okay, so these are the you can say basic points which I wanted to highlight and imbibe this thing in your mind that yes, you must start your preparation of JAIIB examination with IE/IFS component. It will definitely help you in the longer run. Okay, now how to start? Personally, if you ask me, then sitting in the January, I would highly recommend you to seek professional guidance. Why? Because time is very, very less. Now, if you will open up the book and start reading page by page, you won't be able to make more sense. I have the reason for that also, because the recent trends which I was talking about in the previous slide, this part, updation or the recent trends, this is missing in the books. Fine. IIBF has not updated the books since the syllabus has changed. So you will be reading, let's suppose, globalization, or for that matter, you will be reading monetary policy. So your data of monetary policy will be of 2021. And after 2021, you have seen 2 or 3 major global events which have turned the global economy into different direction, like various wars, conflicts, and you can say the Fed reserves have also got hit. N number of reasons are there. So the updation is not there. Secondly, if you ask me why I want to prefer reading solely from books, although books are very, very good to study, this is again another disclaimer I want to make. We start our preparation journey, we learn n number of things from book, but the time which we have, this is the time which we have at disposal, and the syllabus, if you start with the book, the syllabus will take this amount of time, T0, T1 is the time we have. So in order to cover this particular time frame, you must seek a professional guidance. Fine. So updation will be given in the courses, the interrelation, the missing concepts in the books will be taken care by the faculty, and it will also include the quizzes. Your practice will be there, plus interaction will make the class much more interesting rather than just reading the books. Again, texts are very, very important to read, but given the time, I would highly recommend to join the course. And which course I am talking about? It is the winner batch which we have just launched. Fine, we have launched today only on this particular channel only. You can see the event. The video of the event has already been uploaded. You must go through that particular video also in order to know your faculties who will be taking up what kind of component and how they will be integrating those components, so that you can definitely crack JAIIB May 2025 in your first attempt, or whatever attempt it is for your May 2025. To enroll in that course, you can visit our website www.adda247.com and do download the applications, whether it is on the Android or you are using the Apple iPhone. On both the you can say softwares, we have our dedicated application. If you will join using the application, then the winners batch will give you extra discount which you can only avail from the application. So highly recommended to download the application, visit the course and enjoy the benefit of extra discount. Fine. So this was it from my side. If you have any query, you can ask me in the comment section. I would happily reply. And one simple message from my side would be, start from today only. Do not feel or do not think that I will start from next weekend. No. After watching this particular session, your only goal should be to crack JAIIB May 2025. If you have that mindset, trust me, you can easily crack this examination. Okay. Fine. So for those of you who want to join the course, let me just navigate you through the website. This is the website adda247.com, and here in all courses you can select JAIIB May 2025, and in the live classes you will see the batch which I was talking about, that is JAIIB May 2025 winners batch. Just launched, classes will start from 8th of January. So do enroll in the course and enjoy the benefit of interaction and ultimately gain the increment of knowledge as well as your increment in salary as well. Okay, so how you will join? Just click on buy now and you have to then fill details and make the payment. In the meantime, one coupon code is here which you can apply, that is Y1003, in order to get the maximum discount. Y1003, and just click on enter, and you will see that your cart value has reduced drastically. Fine, this is the coupon code which you can apply. Also, in the seminar, in the event which I was talking about for winners batch, we have dedicatedly given you one coupon code, and some extra discount will be given if you download the app and enroll in the course using the application. So do check it out also. Fine. So this was it from my side. If you have any doubt, again I am telling you, just drop your comments, and we will happily address all the doubts. All the best for your examination. Keep studying hard, and let's make 2025 the year where we will enjoy increments, knowledge as well.